Kind of nation of 500 Zeilhausen people hold off the reigning European champions on the biggest stage in football. That's exactly what Cape Verde are being asked to do tonight, and Group H could be decided before it's even started. This is match day 1 of Group H at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and it kicks off at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Before a single ball is kicked, let's set the scene. Group H is one of the most fascinating in the tournament. You've got Spain, the #2 ranked team in the world and reigning European champions. You've got Uruguay, 2-time World Cup winners managed by Marcelo Bielsa. You've got Saudi Arabia, who've made a habit of humiliating giants at this tournament. And then you have Cape Verde, a tiny island nation of just 500,000 people, making their first ever World Cup appearance after qualifying at the 7th attempt. The stakes tonight are enormous, with Uruguay vs Saudi Arabia also happening on match day 1. A Spain win tonight could set them on course for top spot before they've even played their rivals. For Cape Verde, a positive result, even a draw, would be a historic achievement and could keep their knockout round dream very much alive. Group H standings heading in: Team PPT Spain, Zo, Uruguay, Zo, Saudi Arabia by Zo. Every point is up for grabs. Let's break down both sides. Who are Spain? Spain arrive as arguably the most dangerous team in this entire tournament. They are the reigning European champions, having won Euro 2024 in Germany, and their squad is built around some genuinely extraordinary talent. Key players to watch: Lamine Yamal, still only 18 years old, already one of the best players on the planet. A hamstring issue had raised doubts over his fitness for this opening game, but coach Luis de la Fuente confirmed he expects Yamal to be available. When the ball is at his feet on that right flank, the whole stadium watches. Pedri, the heartbeat of Spain's midfield. 7 assists for Barcelona in La Liga this season. If Spain are to control the tempo and unlock Cape Verde's low block, the ball will flow through him. Rodri, the reigning Ballon d'Or winner, anchors the midfield as the pivot. He reads the game a step ahead of everyone else and lets Pedri and Fabian Ruiz do their best work. Nico Williams, Yamal's partner in crime on the left flank, a constant threat with pace and directness. Had a hernia issue in the spring, but De La Fuente is confident he'll be ready. Michael Oyarzabal, with Elovaro Morata dropped from the squad, Oyarzabal leads the line. 15 La Liga goals this season, a reliable finisher, if not quite a superstar number 9. Tactical setup: Spain lineup in Luis de la Fuente's trusted 4-3-3, with Yamal and Williams as free, roaming wide forwards in the full backs, Grimaldo on the left, Laurent or Porro on the right, pushing high to create overloads. Rodri sits deep, with Pedri and Fabian Ruiz making runs ahead of him. Strengths: elite technical quality throughout the squad pressing system creates turnovers high up the pitch, frightening width, with Yamal and Williams went unbeaten in qualifying, conceding just 2 goals in 6 games. Weaknesses: no truly world-class centre-forward. The No-9 position is a genuine concern at tournament level. Several key players entering this match with fitness doubts are Yamal, Williams, Merino, only Spain's 13th consecutive World Cup, but historically they've struggled to go deep. Their 2010 title is the only time in 14 tournament appearances they reached the semi-finals. Who are Cape Verde? The Blue Sharks' first ever World Cup appearance. They qualified by topping CAF Group D, finishing 4 points clear of Cameroon with 7 wins, 2 draws and just 1 defeat. They conceded under 1 goal per game throughout qualifying. They are not here to make up the numbers. Key players to watch: Ryan Mendes, the captain, all-time top scorer for Cape Verde with 22 goals in nearly 100 caps. At 36, this is almost certainly his last major tournament. He's the symbolic leader and reference point for the attack. Daylon Livramento, the standout player from qualifying, 4 goals in the campaign, and at just 25's Casa Payat. He's the next generation of Cape Verdean football, the danger man on the transition. Logan Costa, their best outfield player, playing his club football at Villarreal and La Liga. However, a massive fitness concern. He ruptured his ACL in pre-season 2025 and only returned from surgery with a 13-minute substitute appearance in May 2026. Whether he can go 90 minutes tonight, it is the central question of Cape Verde's tournament. Vozana, the 39-year-old goalkeeper and vice-captain, he's the backbone of their defensive identity, still first choice at Chaves in Portugal's top flight. His shot stopping will be crucial. Tactical setup: Coach Babista sets Cape Verde up in a compact 4-2-3-1 to 4-4-2 mid-block, deliberately showing opponents to the wide areas where they defend crosses well. In possession, they morph into a 2-3-5 structure with both wide players pinning the last line, looking for quick diagonal passes into the half spaces or direct transitions. They do not seek to dominate possession. Their qualifying stats show just 46% possession in most games. Strengths: extraordinary defensive organization, Built to frustrate elite sides, dangerous on the counter with Livramento and Mendes' mental strength. They've beaten bigger nations before, eliminated Egypt in qualifying. Squad unity built over years of togetherness, weaknesses. Only one player, Logan Costa, plays in a top 5 European league. The quality gap against Spain is real. Logan Costa's fitness is a huge concern. Limited creativity against a deep, disciplined opponent. First World Cup. Can they handle the pressure of the moment? Here's something that makes this match genuinely fascinating. Spain and Cape Verde have Nenny VR played each other before. Not once in their entire international history. This is not just a World Cup first, it is a history first. So instead, here's what we can look at. 3 things to know about this head-to-head. 1. David vs Goliath. But David has a track record. Cape Verde have a history of outperforming expectations. They reached the AFCO quarter-finals in 2013 and 2023. They knocked Egypt, Mohamed Salah out of World Cup qualifying. 2. Spain struggle against compact sides in Euro 2024. Spain were brilliant against open teams. But when they face sides that sit deep and defend with numbers, the lack of a true 9 creates problems. Germany gave them trouble in the quarters before losing. 3. Tonight is history regardless of the result. Cape Verde play their first ever World Cup game. Every touch of the ball is history for the Blue Sharks. That emotion can be fuel, or it can be pressure. Let's be honest about what we expect tonight. Spain are an enormous favourite. Their quality across every line, from Unai Simon in goal through Rodri and Pedri in midfield, out to Yamal and Williams on the wings, is simply in a different tier to anything Cape Verde can match. But Cape Verde are not here to lie down. They are organised, disciplined, and capable of making this uncomfortable. The X factors Lamine Yamal's fitness. If he's fully fit and at his electric best, Cape Verde have no answer. If he's managing his minutes or looks rusty after injury, Spain's creativity drops a level. Logan Costa, if Cape Verde's best defender is fit and sharp, Spain's front line loses a yard of space. If he's not fully fit, Spain will exploit the right channel ruthlessly. The heat. Atlanta in June is hot and humid. For a high pressing Spain side, fatigue management is real. For Cape Verde, pacing the game matters. My predicted scoreline: Spain 3-0. Cape Verde. Spain's quality is simply too much. Yamal and Williams will cause constant problems down the flanks. I expect Pedri to pull the strings through midfield and create 2 or 3 clear chances. Cape Verde will defend heroically for spells, but the dam will break probably around the hour mark. Key player for a goal, Nico Williams. He's been electric all season at Athletic Bilbao. Left-footed cutting in from the right, creating space for overlapping runs. Expect him to grab at least 1 goal or assist. My wildcard call: look for Daylon Livramento to have a moment on the counter in the second half. If Cape Verde get him behind, he's fast enough to punish any hesitation from Spain's defence. But ultimately, Spain are too good. 3-0 La Roja. There you have it. Spain vs Cape Verde broken down in full. Now I want to hear from you. Is Cape Verde capable of keeping this to 1 goal and pulling off the shock of the group stage? Or does Spain run riot and announce themselves to the tournament? Drop your scoreline prediction in the comments right now. If you want full Group H coverage every single day of this World Cup, all the previews, predictions and breakdowns, make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell. We've got Uruguay vs Saudi Arabia coming up next, and that could be just as explosive. See you there.